record. I want to stay right now here. All right. All right. So for this lesson, what we're looking at is how do we change from, so we're changing from fractions to percentage. To percentage. That's what we want to do today. That's one. And secondly, it's our intention as well to change from, let me put it beside it. We want to change from decimal to percentage as well, right? We want to change from decimal to percentage. So these are the two ideas that we're about to embark on. All right, so definitely a percentage is out of 100, all right, all the time. So if I have a fraction, say, let us say I have maybe a half. So I have a half as a fraction, and I intend to change this to percentage. Because percentage is out of 100, then all I have to do is to multiply my fraction by 100. So I could put 100 over 1, just use 100, just like this. And from here, it's up to us if you want to cancel. Sometimes it's very easy to cancel, like 2 into itself one time and 2 into 150 times. So then what I'm getting is that my answer is 50%. So basically what this is saying is that a half is 50%. And it doesn't make sense because percentage is out of 100, a half of 100 is 50%. All right. All right, now let's look at another thing. Maybe we have 1/4, all right? And our intention is to change this 1/4 to percentage. Anything at all we intend to change to percentage, we multiply that by 100. Here it is, we multiply by 100 over 1. And then from this, 4 into itself one time and 4 into this 25 times. Therefore, I can see that a quarter or 1/4 is the same thing as 25%. All right, very good. Now, sometimes we may get other fractions. What if we have, say, 5/6? Right? We have 5/6, and we intend to change this 5/6 to percentage. We simply multiply by 100 over 1. And then if we are having issues like this becomes 500 over 6, then we can use our calculator just to walk ourselves out of this, because the intention is just to know what is this. So we could put our calculator up to find out the exact value of this quickly right there. We're talking about 500, which is 500. Here is my calculator on my screen. Divide by 6, and I'm getting 83.33%. So I'm getting a 83.3, 3, and it goes on like that. All right, so we get an 83.33 or 83.3%. All right, let's look at another one right here. We could look at another one right now, right here. Looking at another one right there, in that little spot. All right, so let us say that we have anything. It may be 3/8, and the intention is to convert this 3/8 to percentage. All right, so if we change in 3/8 to percentage, the principle remains the same. Anything at all we change into a percentage, we're going to multiply that by 100. So you could see that 100 over 1. If you feel like you can cancel, go ahead. You could cancel. If not, you could just say 3 times 100 gives us that 300. And it's being divided by 8 times 1 gives us 8. And then from there, we can get our percentage easily. So we're talking about 300, and you divide that by 8, and we're looking at 37.5. And this is a percent. Okay. So we have 37.5% when we do that. So that is it. When we're moving from fractions to percentage, it's very simple. We just multiply the fraction by 100 and we cancel if we can. All right, let us look at moving from decimals to percentage. So now we want to look at how do we convert decimal numbers, all right? We want to convert decimals to percentage. So from decimal to percentage, no problem. Here it is that let's write down some decimal numbers, right? It does not matter. Let us say we find ourselves with these decimal numbers. We find ourselves with, say, 0.251. And the intention is that we want to change this to a percentage. The principle remains the same, that whatever we have to change to percentage, we're going to multiply that by 100. Here it is. We're going to get 25.1. Okay, 25.1. That's our answer. And we change that to a decimal. Let me fix back this. Fix this back. It's 25.1. All right. So 0.251 times 100 gives us 25.1. Let's try something else. Could be anything. Let us say it's 8.56. And the intention is that we want to change this to a percentage. As long as it's to a percentage, don't put any feelings into it, just multiply by 100. And then this will turn into 856. So there it is. We would have moved the decimal point 2 places to the right. So we get 856 as the percentage. And these though, these are in percentage. Right? Sorry, I left that off up there. These are in percentage. And yes, you can get 856% depending on the business that you're doing. All right. Let's check another one. Let us say we find ourselves with 0.047. And we want to convert this to a percentage. What percentage is this? We simply multiply by 100. Right? So the decimal point would have moved 2 places to the right. So 1, 2, and we're looking at 4.7%. 4.7%. There it is. And that is how you really convert from decimal to percentage. We simply multiply by 100. I trust that you would have learned and you would have enjoyed this section. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, make a comment, like, and share this video. Thank you for watching Delamat's Concept.